Hello, everyone. This is Allie Wolf, the Chief Economist with Zonda, here to go through the March Builder Update. Now, as a reminder, this comes from a division president survey that we do every month. We talk to 300 DPs across the country to get their take on what's going on the ground. Now, the good news is we still have 37% of builders that did report their contract sales increased from February to March. This is even as 98% of builders are intentionally capping their sales. They may only be selling homes at a certain stage of construction. They may just be saying, we're going to release X amount of homes per month. And once we hit that, we're done selling. But as we look at the data, we see about 20% of builders did report that sales were down on a month-over-month basis. An important thing to note is that that's really a slowing by design. And that's going to be really tricky for some people outside of our industry to really wrap their heads around. And I want this to be your biggest takeaway from the video today, is that we need to buckle up for a roller coaster in 2021. And this is truly just based on what happened in 2020. Because 2020 was so abnormal, it's going to make these year-over-year changes, it's going to make the interpretation of data a lot harder than I think we would all like it to be. So step back. Remember, housing was crushed for 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the market, depending on the price point, the buyer group, etc., last year. And when that happened, that was really March and April. And so now we're coming to the point that our new home pending sales index, the census data, is going to be posting year-over-year changes that may look incredibly positive because you're coming from a really, really easy comp to beat. But then think about May, June, all the way really through August and September. We as an industry, we weren't positive this was going to continue, and a lot of builders were just sell, 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 sell. I remember talking to builders who sold 20, 25 homes per month if they could. And when we're talking about builders that are capping sales now, maybe they don't want to sell or they can't sell 20 homes per month based on their inventory, so they're capping sales at 10. Well, if you cap sales at 10, you can imagine what that's going to do, especially to a larger scale across the country, what that's going to do to new home sales. So just be really careful when you're looking at the data coming forward. Continue to come to our webinars. We'll be posting about what the true trends are. I think we're going to have to start to talk about 2019 trends versus looking at 2020 when we're trying to truly understand what's the strength and how is underlying housing demand in the market. Now, as we look at the sales, we're talking about how 37% of builders still did report sales were up on a month-over-month basis. This is not only despite them capping sales, but also 98% of builders raised prices again month-over-month. And 50% of those builders were raising prices $10,000 or more. So I'm a broken record here. Continue to mention that those price increases are still very dramatic and continue to shift to the right. Now, when we talked to the division presidents this month, we wanted to say, why? Why are prices going up so much so fast? And the number one reason is lumber costs. The number two reason is trying to slow demand to better align with production capacity. But when we do the survey, we always let division presidents fill in whatever else they feel like we're missing. And I think this quote really captures the point number one. It's increases across the board, not just lumber. It's insulation, concrete, stucco, and the like. So you are seeing that it's spread across other sectors. And that's really the theme that we've continued to report on in the home building industry, is that there are issues across the board that are causing prices to go up and that are causing the time from start to completion to be even longer. So we have 58% of builders that are saying there are governmental issues that are causing delays, 44% saying it's labor, 40% saying land, and a whopping 85% saying it's those supply chain issues that are causing really big headaches and could prevent some of the sales from closing this year. Now, moving forward, we always want to know about community count because we keep talking about how supply is the limiting factor. So we chatted with builders and we said, hey, what's going on with community count? And don't give us your community count compared to 2020 because since there were so many moving parts, it's maybe not the easiest comp to measure. Let's just look at it compared to 2019. And what we see is 57% of builders say that their community count will be higher in 2021 than 2019, which is good. You will see that skewed a little bit more towards the public builders, but good to see that community count's going to go up. You do have 27% of builders that do say that their community count will be down on a year-over-year basis. But looking into 2022, there's more optimism that assuming builders can get through all of these hurdles, we are going to see even more community count hit the market in 2022. That's it for now. Don't forget to tune into our webinars that I host with my coworker Tim Sullivan. And if you want to learn more, please visit zondahome.com. Thank you.